What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again. This is ARCa coming at you with a GLD gold raw price action and technicals thread of analysis. Before we get started, please consider subscribing to the channel, like the video, share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community ARCab on Discord. With that said, let's begin. You guys, real quick. So there are an exponential amount of requests coming in for me to look at tickers for you. If I don't get to you right away, please re-comment or send another comment or send me another message as messages are actually starting to accumulate and they're starting to fall lower and lower. But that would be great, you guys. So yeah, so let's go ahead and dive right into this chart right here, you guys. So this is gold that we're looking at on the daily chart, and as you can see, there was a symmetrical triangle that we were following right here, you guys. These formations, the triangles, usually have a better hit rate in realizing than any other formation, literally any other formation, you guys. We're looking at about a high 60%, 67%, 8% accuracy to break out towards the upside for these triangles, you guys. So, and they usually tend to break out when we're at about 70 to 75% to the apex of the triangle. And as you can see, this is right at about that 70% mark. So it is also pretty, I guess, obvious that it would break out within this area right here, you guys. So since we did break out, it looks like we have come back to test it one time and have since continued to the upside. Now, there is the potential to where we will come back and test the newly converted resistance into support one more time, you guys. So I'm sorry, you guys, let me go ahead and tell you that I usually like to prepare my analyses with time. So because there are so many requests coming in, I would like to fulfill those requests for you. So I'm actually going to give you my opinion based on raw price action and technicals rather than including the statistical metrics of this, which usually take a lot of time for me to back test by hand. Which is why I consider myself to be more primarily a systematic trader versus a discretionary trader, you guys. I trade based on historical volatility. So or statistical volatility, you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you a sense of a freestyle type of analysis here. So this is why it's not as prepared as the other ones, but I will do my very best for you guys here. So yeah. So let's go ahead and come back right to this formation. This formation does have a price objective for us to review. So we actually can take a trend line from the hypotenuse of this triangle down to the very lowest point of the triangle, and we can take this trend line and apply it to the point of breakout to see a potential top or target for us to evaluate. So let's go ahead and put a trend line right over here at the suggestion high of that of the price objective, and the price objective looks like is $165.14. So now we can actually see how relevant that target is by taking a Fibonacci retracement from our current high to the previous day swing low. And let's take a look right over here, you guys. Okay, so it is taking us to a very desired area, you guys. So this is in some way confluent with our 2-spot 618 golden mean, you guys. So this is likely a place for us to be able to take the trade to, but I can see first some bearish action and in possibly coming back to retest our newly converted resistance into support. What we would need, if you can see right here, this candle is actually below the support range or the newly converted resistance into support. So we would actually need a candle closure above the, let's see, above the 154.76. So yeah, if we can close a daily candle above 154.76, we can actually confirm a continuation onto the upside, you guys. So one other concerning thing here is that we have now broken out after one test of the resistance. Usually these triangles tend to break out after three I'm sorry, we would need the golden rule of three. If it's actually something, if you're a regular viewer, then you'll know that I talk about this a lot. So usually we would see three tests of the resistance followed by a capitulation event or accumulation, if you will, and then a true breakout attempt on test number 4. If that were the case, if that's what's playing out right here, you guys, then we can make an adjustment like this. So we move the triangle based on that bottom candle, and we can do something like this, in which case we could then reclaim a downside movement like this, you guys, to continue testing and trading the range and eventually breaking out around the 70% mark right here. So if we were to break out around the 70% mark, say, for example, right about here, we have some direct confluence with our 2 fib, which could be at $162.51, and is also in, let me go ahead and draw a trend line right there, you guys, so that you can see what this would be, because this could also likely be a scenario right here, you guys. So this would actually take us to the 2 fib, which is going to clear the 1.618 golden ratio, in which we can now use as a form of resistance, and then coming back over here and trading sideways before failing this and then coming to test this one more time, the newly converted resistance into support before a continuation onto the upside. The curious part of this is if we were, this is all speculative right now, you guys, so if we were to break out from the 70%, approaching the apex of the triangle, we can see that this resistance is very much in confluence with this gap that we had recently closed just a few weeks ago. So that's also very curious there, you guys, and you can see that this is a form of resistance that's being tested, and this is all support right here. This is all support. You can see that this was resistance right here. This was all directly support right here with this candle. So there are a couple ways to trade this triangle right now, you guys, but so far this is just what I'm looking at right now, you guys. Let's go ahead and get a bias in direction based on some RSI. Let's see. So on the daily RSI, we are suggesting a continuation onto the upside. We have made a bullish cross above the moving average, and we have now entered the bull weakness percentile, you guys. In the RSI, this upper half is the bullish control zone. The lower half is the bearish control zone. The inner workings of either zones is the weakness percentile, and the outer workings is the strength percentile. My apologies. So let's go ahead and dwindle down in some of these time frames to see what we have, you guys. So okay, I am seeing something interesting. Hold on. Like I said, you guys, this is actually freestyle, if you will. So I need just a little bit of time right here. Okay, perfect. So I'm seeing something right here. So this is likely where we're facing an upside move. Let me go ahead and make now a trend line from this low to this bottom right here. Yes. So this trend line is actually going downward while this trend line is going upward. This is a 12-hour drive of bullish divergence, you guys, and this is likely why we saw this push to the upside. It is the 12-hour RSI is well within the bull strength percentile. The pivot is a little weak, but we are getting a hint from the moving average as a continuation onto the upside for now, you guys. So this we could be facing some upside almost entirely tomorrow. So let's go ahead and keep on going down on these time frames as well, you guys. You can actually see the bullish divergence also appear in the 8-hour right over here, you guys. We are entering bull strength percentile with a suggestion to continue on to the upside, you guys. Let's look at the 6-hour. 6 hour is now starting to make a slight little curve, but it's well within the bull strength percentile. 4 hour, let's see, 4 hour is well within the grips of the bull strength, and the pivot is starting to weaken there just a little bit, you guys. Bi-hourly is now in the overbought percentile, but as you can see, there's still plenty of room to go up based on this iteration over here, and in comparison to where we are right here, you guys. So another thing to notice right over here is actually, let me take a trend line and see this. We have, yeah, okay, so there is the potential to where we are facing. Hold on. Okay, no, never mind. I thought we were seeing a drive of hidden bearish divergence, but no, you guys, we are still yep, we are still okay. Yeah, so this is potentially suggesting a continuation onto the upside, you guys. And the hourly, these are smaller time frames now. It is well within the overbought percentile, you guys. It is still suggesting some upside. We're getting a hint from the moving average as well. So yeah, you guys, I'm looking at for gold at least. Oh man, this is really overbought. We still have a little bit of room to go on the immediate short-term time frame, 30-minute, you guys. So this could be likely that we are playing out this triangle in the manner that I could be mentioning right here. We could actually attempt a breakout, but we may fail at the 1.618, or yeah, we could potentially fail at about $160 from the $155 mark, you guys, followed by reclaiming of the triangle and testing this bottom, you guys. So I can see a green day almost entirely for gold tomorrow, Monday, you guys. So I think this is a pretty good place for me to leave off the video. Please take whatever I do say within these videos as a form of entertainment. I am not a financial advisor. I can't actually suggest for you to buy or sell any assets, you guys. Also know that there are impersonators now of me. That I'm not used to any of this, you guys. I'm actually pretty new to this. So to the whole social thing, I actually made my accounts to in reality, they were just made for me to exchange threads of analysis with other like-minded analysts, and it actually turned out to be something that I didn't really intend to be. So please excuse my being a little bit green within this within this area, you guys. Okay, so I appreciate your support, you guys, so much, and I always will be thankful to you. And yeah, but with that said, I will leave this video here, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.